This podcast is part of the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/Shrimp Queen Network to see more great podcasts.
Hear them.
Hear more great podcasts.
Good job.
Thanks for listening.
To the show, everyone is welcome.
I hate you. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Oh, you almost knocked the microphone over.
Oh, no.
My God. Hello, guys. Welcome back. It's just...
To what?
What?
What are we welcoming them back to?
To the podcast? To
What's
10
it
for
called?
10?
There we go. There we go.
Good Lord. Well, they know if they clicked on it, honey.
Do you want them to hear what I can hear? Because now they're hearing what I can hear.
Don't do that.
I wonder if that made a really terrible
I hope
noise.
Not. Doesn't look like it. Anyway, guys, what's up? What's new? Let us know. What's new?
I don't know. Daredevil got fucking canceled since the last time we recorded, so that's still pretty fresh.
You okay?
No.
I've watched
not.
Ella Enchanted since the last time we recorded, so that's pretty fresh.
A new
In my
trailer
mind.
for Captain Marvel came out, which honestly wasn't as good as the first one. I enjoyed the first one more. I thought the first one had more fun beats. This one was kind of lackluster.
Okay.
IMO.
That's a you thing. Whatever.
There's a rumor that the Avengers 4 trailer is going to release this week, too.
Yeah, didn't everyone think that that's what they were going to get?
Yeah,
Instead
last
they
week.
got Daredevil's being canceled. I
Yeah.
just kept seeing a meme from The Good Place when Michael is asking Janet if it's a cactus in her hand. She keeps saying, yes, of course. Yes,
No, it isn't.
No, but she keeps saying, yes, that is what she has, but then she hands it over and it's not. So it's just the whole, do you have the Avengers 4 trailer in your hands? Yes. So guys, it's my week. And it's going to be a little bit different because Dan is going to have quite a lot to... Well, no, I'm just saying, like, Dan has technically more information about it than me because...
Experience.
And just information in general.
Oh, it's experience.
Okay. Because I'm doing my top 10 watchable video games. Like the ones that you could play, you don't have to play, but like you could sit down and just watch someone else play it for like just, forever because it's just a quality game. It could be for many different reasons. It could be because of the story, how it looks, if it's just a fun time, if it scares you, all the good. I have one, I think, one honorable mention, and I never do honorable mentions, and it's God of War 2. I enjoyed that.
God of War 2?
Or
Like
the
on the
second one.
PlayStation 2?
No. Oh, how many are there?
Like
God, the
8.
one that just came out, the second one
Just
that I've
God
ever
of
seen
War?
me play. Sure, that's all it's called.
Yeah.
What a stupid name. If
Yeah.
it's not the first one.
They
But
went
anyway,
God of War,
I never knew that there
God
were
of
that
War
many
2,
before.
God of War 3, and then God of War.
See,
But then
guys,
there's also Ascension.
I don't play video games, so that's why I just watch them.
What are the other ones? Ascension.
Well, that's okay, because it's not actually on the list.
Blades of
I don't
something.
need to know this. It's not on the list. That's why I
Boy.
didn't actually find out. I just thought it was the second one.
Whoa, that was a really good one, actually. But at least
Little
coming
good
through
what?
here. A good boy.
What?
Like what he sounds like when he's like, boy.
Okay, stop, please. You just sound like you're trying to be Rick right now. Alright, so I can just start. You ready? I gotta find my page.
Why didn't you like write this on a laptop like a normal person?
Because I don't like lugging my laptop around to different places. I'm ready.
Sorry, my chair is so squeaky.
I'm ready. Now, only like 2 of these games on this list have I played. One of them played a lot. One played a little bit. But the rest, I don't choose to play them because I wouldn't say that I'm a good video gamer. I'm good at side scrollers.
Yeah, you're still a good gamer. You just have a specific
But like
genre
the ones that
you're
like
good
I
at.
like to watch are not side scrollers.
And that's probably why you like to watch them.
Yeah. Okay, so number 10. I mean, who doesn't love this? Playing it or watching it? It's Mario Kart.
Nice.
Mario Kart 8 specifically. So
That is the best one. Undoubtedly. Don't at me.
I just realized that I wrote down the wrong date because I think I was thinking of today's date and I wrote down 2019. I don't... No, that's not what I wrote. What the fuck is that number?
It came out in 2013, I believe. Mario Kart 8.
Was that a 10?
13.
It was 13, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I don't know why I wrote 2019. What happened there?
So what's the date it came out?
May. I didn't get the specific number date, but May
Of 2013.
2013. Yes. Now this game I have played many times. It is a racing game, the only racing game on this list.
Well, it's a kart racer. It's a specific
GTA
sub.
5.
That's not a racing game.
Then what the fuck is that game? I just don't understand it.
Action, crime, adventure game. I mean,
It's
you
Grand
can
Theft
race
Auto,
in it.
isn't it? It's all about cars. I just
No,
assume...
Grand Theft Auto means stealing cars because it was
Exactly,
a big deal
so
because in the
cars.
first game, which came out in the 90s, you would steal cars a lot. So the first game was very much car-based, but then they
But we're
expanded
not talking
it in
about
the
that
rest
right
of
now.
the
We're
series.
talking about Mario Kart.
Okay. Well, I was just saying Mario Kart.
Mario Kart 8 specifically.
It's a kart racer. That's a specific subset.
It's still a
of
racing
racers.
game.
Yeah,
Okay.
but kart racers are the ones
But
they have
it's still a racing game.
the fun characters. You got items to chuck at each other.
It's still a
fun.
racing game.
Yes, I'm not denying
Okay.
that.
It's just overall it's you get to kick the shit out of your friends in it. You get to smash into them, throw things at them without actually harming them in real life. Even if you have a group of friends playing it, even if you're not playing, you still always have a good time because it's funny and it's entertaining, and it's always fun to see who's ever in first place just get fucked when it comes to blue shells.
Usually
Oh
me.
my god, it's always so much fun.
Humble brag.
That was really wow. You should leave.
No, I'm just saying that I'm weirdly good at this game.
I'm
it's
good
like
at it too.
It's like my. It's
I'm
like
just not
my,
an asshole about it.
It's like my game. I have no clue why. Well, it's probably because I no life.
So
and
is
played,
Super Mario Brothers my game?
Yeah. I played Mario Kart Wii a lot.
So did every child.
A
had a
lot
Wii.
though. To the point of
What was the point of
obsession.
having a Wii if you didn't have Mario Kart? you know?
So those skills just kind of carried over.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I'm putting the challenge out there. Beat me. if you can.
It's fun because you know pretty much every character that can be racing. So
Yeah.
it's like a nice little throwback. So if you play other Mario games, when you're playing this, it's oh, look at them all together.
Well, my biggest complaint in Mario Kart 8 is I didn't think that they should have wasted 6, 7, or 8 character slots on all of Bowser's shitty little kids because they're the same weight class. They all generally look the same.
And
No,
oh,
well,
fuck,
I'm
who's
saying
the
it
other
should have
one? I
been
know, I hate them. Should have been other characters, maybe 1 or 2 kids.
No, it should have been Yoshi and Shy Guy. You pick you pick Bowser Jr. and then it brings up a little screen and they have
instead of the different colors.
other kids.
Yeah, but you're not just
Because,
changing the color of Yoshi
I know, but
and Shy Guy.
it's just such a waste of
changing
spots.
you're changing the character.
That game doesn't
I
have
know.
Diddy Kong because they wanted to put all of Bowser's
Or
stupid
Cranky.
kids. Or was he in Mario Kart Wii?
No.
Well,
Wait.
it doesn't have Funky Kong, who's the most
Also
important.
doesn't have who's the girl. Stop.
Hey, dude.
Who's the girl?
Bodacious.
Stop.
I don't remember her name, and that's really embarrassing because I've been,
Is it
recently.
Dixie?
Could be.
Dixie?
Well, does she come up later?
Yeah, she comes up later. Anyhow,
I don't know what other game she's in aside from a Donkey Kong game.
it's okay.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, I think Mario Kart, I don't really have to say much because most likely,
It's a good.
Played it
It's
or
a
seen it
very,
at some
very
point.
popular
It's just-
party
it's-
game.
yeah, which is why it's
Mario
a fun
Kart, Smash Bros, and FIFA are the 3 you'll always see at a house party.
FIFA, really?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude,
But
bros
anyway,
love FIFA.
I'm not a
Jess.
dude, bro. Neither are you.
I know, but
God,
I
I
study
wish you
them.
were.
Jesus.
I'm kidding.
Freudian slip. All jokes are entrenched in truth, Jessica.
God. Anyway, so it's just a fun game, especially because you don't have to be playing it to be enjoying what's happening on the screen.
It's also fun to watch the people playing it.
Oh, yeah.
Just as much.
Oh, yeah. Especially
arguably more.
If you're playing a drinking game. Then it's a real fun time to not participate in, but watch everyone else have to, like, chug, and you can just sip as slowly as you fucking want. Guys, I'm over the age of 21. It's okay.
We both very much are.
I know. All right, so number 9. This game, a bit depressing, but I just, like, the story, I was just so... like wrapped up in, not even like I didn't like love it or anything. I was just like I had to know what happened. Like I felt like if I didn't find out what eventually happened, I would have just not been happy. I would have been like shit. It's Heavy Rain.
Oh wow!
Released in February 2010. Yeah, it was a depressing game, but like also the story was just like, oh my god, I got so into it.
I was literally playing the game like the month we started dating. Like that's how far back that game is.
It's a crime thriller,
and the thing is, that isn't necessarily the way that it ends. The way that you saw.
I'm gonna get to that. So it follows the hunt for the origami killer who leaves folded paper shapes on his victims. Guys, I learned how to do origami recently. It could be me. I'm just saying. I can make a mean crane, you know?
Sean!
Yeah. Sean! So it follows 4 different characters. Yeah, and they're kind of...
There's Ethan Mars.
Connected to it. Okay.
Nauman Jaden. Scott. Something... And then the lady.
Another lady. But yeah, so it's definitely one of the darker games that I've ever seen.
Say Rachel? It's probably not Rachel.
It feels like watching like a long episode of Criminal Minds, kind of. Which is, I think, another reason why like I really just enjoyed it.
It takes a lot of cues from like the movie Seven, like the fact that it's like, raining all the time. Like,
oh my god, Seven. I forgot it is. No wonder it's called Heavy Rain, but it is literally raining.
Yeah, yeah.
The entire
set
fucking
in, I think,
time.
Seattle. So,
but it also kind of made me think of like an old like a noir or whatever film because
neo
it's
noir.
Like,
that's what it is.
But the reason why I like when like I think about it, I'm like, oh, I would totally watch somebody play it again because it would probably be a completely different story because there are literally so many different choices that like you could get an entirely different ending. What are you giggling at?
This video that there is of someone playing a portion of that game where you're chasing a suspect as the FBI character and the person just doesn't do any of the actions and it's just like Norman Jaden just like running and falling over everything and bumping into people and like he gets a chicken thrown at him. He like slips on ice cubes. It's like a fucking Three Stooges act. It's so funny.
But anyway, so if I saw like if Dan decided to like replay, I probably would not. Well, if it was Dan, then maybe it would be closer. But like if somebody else was playing,
you helped me. Yeah, you helped me get through one part of that game because you had to hold so many buttons at once.
Oh yeah. So guys, technically, I played for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But I don't count it. But yeah. So you just get like an entirely different story, different ending, like everything. Which I think is I like games that are like that because you could like for the person who's playing, it's very entertaining because if you went back and played, you could try like a different course and see what happens then. And for me, I might not even. Because it's me, it could be years later, and I honestly might not realize that you're playing the same game because I'm me. And I'd be like, what's this? Oh, I don't remember this. Well, are you sure this is the same game? I'd just be real.
It was a fun game.
Yeah, so you played it in like 2012 then.
Yeah, that one's a bit slow to get into as well, just because, you know, like a movie.
There's a lot of story moment in the beginning.
Story in the beginning. When you're playing as Ethan, you can like go up and...
So that's probably why I enjoy it.
Try to fuck your wife while she's like cutting... I forgot
about that.
Stuff. And she's like, no, the kids are out back.
Joke's on you, bitch, your kids are gone.
And he's like, Jason! Sean!
Which one gets... disappears or gets taken first?
No, he doesn't get taken. He gets hit by a car. Jason. Well, he disappears in a mall, and then he's walking across the street like a dumbass. And
hey, how old was
Ethan jumps in front of the car, but it kills Jason. Even though he takes the brunt of the force,
small child.
It kills Jason.
Small child.
And he survives. And then you have to be a depressed dad living on your own.
And I'm sorry, what did you say his name was?
Ethan.
I'm sorry, that's just a very frequently like used name, I feel like, in video game protagonist. It just sounds like it, you know?
Yeah, it's like the name Catherine in musicals. There's so many musical characters named Catherine.
There? Yeah. Number 8. Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze.
Oh, cool. For the Switch? And
yeah, it could also be played on the Wii U. Yeah. February 2014. Was it released?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's the Switch's trademark move, is just re-releasing games from the Wii U.
Yep.
I like my Switch, but Jesus Christ, the games
This
library.
is the other one that I have in fact played. Guess why? It's a side scroller. So
Yeah.
I'm not bad at it. And I enjoy myself. Honestly, watching or playing is fun because I've done both. It's entertaining. It's just like a fun, silly little game. There's really no consequences, and you can't actually get
there is. That is a tough game.
I know, but I'm saying they're a good amount of like save points, so it's not like he doesn't really die ever.
Well, no video game character really dies, but that is actually a really challenging side scroller.
Yeah.
Like it's not a very forgiving one.
But I think the main reason that like I love watching it played is because it just makes me feel like I'm little again. When we had our Nintendo 64 playing it, and like, my god, we would all like take turns. So obviously we ended up, since there were so many of us that would be like playing, most of the time we would just be watching.
Was it a 64 or a SNES?
I think we had a 64.
Okay. I'm not very familiar with the
actually,
Donkey Kong series.
When
so I
Princess
can't tell you which
Diana
one.
died, me and my mom had been playing Donkey Kong in the back room, and I went to the bathroom, and I came in, and she had changed to the news, and I was like, Mom, Donkey Kong! And she was like, Jessica, Princess Diana is dead.
Princess Diana and her lover have just been killed in Paris.
And I was like, who is that? I don't even know how old I was. But I was just like, Mom, Donkey Kong! And she was like, Jessica, stop. In tears.
But actually, because that game is so hard, that's why in the Switch release they added Funky Kong mode, because Funky Kong has a surfboard, so he can't like fall or anything.
You can play as Donkey Kong, Diddy, Funky, Dixie, Cranky, and then there's somebody else that it added.
That's it.
Yeah, it said like something else.
Well,
there's another name, but I was like, I don't think you can play.
I would play as Funky Kong, but I don't want to play the easy mode. Basically, that's what it is. It's like for when you're playing with like a little kid, like, and you don't want them to get really pissed off because they can't get past the first level.
But yeah, so I think it's just because I know that I'm talking about this version, like this release version, but I've always loved watching any version. I think we had it on like the Wii at one point. It wasn't as fun. Like
Donkey Kong Country?
Yeah.
Was that Donkey Kong Country Returns on the
Yes.
Wii? Yeah.
And it was fun. Just not as much, like, because like as much as like I did like some like Wii games, they kind of the stick, it changed things.
Yeah, they really abandoned that one fast.
It changed things. No, the Wii did last long. It's the...
No, I'm saying like the whole like motion controls.
So if anything, VR like died.
Yeah, VR is pretty...
So fast.
It's pretty done.
Kaput.
It's pretty sad. Mostly because there's a price threshold and there's not like a definitive you need to play this game.
Yeah.
The closest one is probably Beat Saber.
Because you just got...
No, I'm saying like that's probably like the most definitive game.
Yeah.
That and like Until Dawn. Well, this is PSVR exclusively. But yeah, that's a whole other issue. Yeah. I'm very well versed in that
for
one.
you, did you play Donkey Kong growing up?
No, I wasn't a Nintendo kid.
So was your first experience really with this one?
The first Nintendo console that I owned was a Nintendo. Well,
we were Nintendo
Game Boy
kids.
Advance.
Oh yeah, I played it on Game Boy too.
But I didn't have a home console until the Wii.
I remember when we got a Game Boy Color.
Yeah, I got my Game Boy Advance was pink because it was the only one available. But I didn't mind.
Oh no, it was pink.
It looked cool.
Anything to say about Donkey Kong?
Good series, tough challenge.
Yeah.
Tough platformer, which is
it's
always
also fun to just watch and not play, because if for like there's like a hard part that you just have to keep repeating, it is entertaining to not be getting pissed off and watch someone else be like, oh fuck you, Donkey Kong. All right, number 7. I myself hate playing this game. I hate it. Tried it, hated it. Super Mario Odyssey.
Wow.
Now, I love Super Mario.
Amateur hour?
But I hate playing it so much because I like Mario for like the side scroller aspect of it. Dan has left the room. He's gone. So it was released in October of 2017. It's a lot like Super Mario Brothers, but There's a lot more movement and controlling the camera and all, which is what I am quite shit at. So that's why. There's a magic hat that you just like throw at specific things.
Got an Oreo.
Oh my god. That you just like throw at shit and then you can control that. Like there's like a dinosaur, you can throw it at Goombas, you can throw it at fucking bullets. And,
are you talking about the possession mechanic?
Sure, I said a magic hat.
Yeah. Well, he's another character.
Sure.
What's his name?
Which kind of freaks me out.
Cappy.
He's possessing things.
Yeah, I mean,
some of them are creatures.
It's a cool progression from the like Mario classic like Mario items pick up.
Sure.
Get a new outfit deal.
Sure.
Instead, you're becoming the thing.
I said what I don't like. You weren't in the room. Is like the movement more because I said That's why I don't like a lot of video games like playing myself because I would rather just have it be a side scroller. And while I do like that it has callbacks to like old school levels, those are fun. Those are a fun time to play.
And his original girlfriend, Pauline, or whatever her name is.
Who?
Sorry, in New Donk City.
Sorry, he's eating an Oreo?
Which is one of
like an asshole?
One of the locations you go to. The like mayor or whatever is the original Mario's original girlfriend from the Donkey Kong game.
Please,
the first Donkey
call it his
Kong
gal
game.
pal.
Where Mario was trying to save the girl. And actually I didn't know this because I'm not well versed in the Mario canon, but he did break up with her in favor of Peach at one point.
I'm a little bit well versed in the Mario canon when it comes to
I think it's Pauline. I'm gonna Google it.
When it comes to Waluigi, I know stuff.
Okay.
Like the fact that he's
Name
not
his
related
top
to
5
any
best
of them.
singles.
He just showed up one day. This is the story of Waluigi, guys. He's not actually related to any of them. He has just shown up. Anyway, so you're also instead of like stars you're trying to get
Moons.
you're trying to collect moons. Yes, to make like
one
your
of my
ship fly
friends
and whatever.
fucking flexed on me with the amount of moons that she has.
Jeff?
Yes. I wasn't gonna name her. No,
It's the same name as me. It's not like
yeah, because I had I like obsessively played that game because it was a really, really good game to play.
So did this person.
to and from school, so I thought I was pretty decent at it, but I had like 285 moons or whatever, and she was like, oh yeah, I have like 835.
And she had the game for like a day.
Yeah, basically.
She went and bought a Switch literally so that she could play this game.
And Breath of the Wild.
But no, I truly believe it's just for this game. But yeah, so like I love Mario. I'm a fan. I like watching it more. Like I like watching it. I don't hate watching it. But I just hate playing it. But like then it's like weird because like I love playing Super Mario Galaxy, but Odyssey, Dan just kept saying it's just like it. It's so much like it, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Galaxy.
No, Galaxy can just come out with another one. Because that one you get like Rosalina being like, oh, and like sending you on missions and shit. You don't like her because of Super Mario Party.
And also she's annoying in Mario.
And also like you like fight Bowser's kids, is it? Or like his like minions. They're like rabbits. They're rabbits.
Yeah, it's not his kids. They're the
But you don't like fight him for so long.
They're called
assholes. They're like his wedding planners.
Yeah, no, they're these little rabbits.
Little, no.
Who are actually all based on characters from Always Sunny, if you didn't know that. They're not.
I don't think so, honey.
They just look like they could be.
Alright, anyway.
What the fuck are those little things called?
Well, number 6.
Wait, I gotta look this up.
Oh god, guys. Help me. Save me. Please. Dan, go. You're taking too long.
They are...
The assholes, the wedding planners. You're taking too long.
You talk,
You told me to stop. What am I going to talk about? You told me not to go on yet.
The Brutals. There we go. That's their name.
Wow.
Okay,
With a D?
Go on. Yeah.
Wow. All right, number 6.
Broodals.
Number 6. It's got a fiery redhead. I thought it was just really beautiful. Like, visually, it was gorgeous. Horizon.
Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Released February 2017.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game.
I know.
That was on my list of best games of 2017, wasn't it?
It was.
I believe it was, and if it wasn't, it was an honorable mention because at that point I hadn't finished it. I have finished it now. It is
Do you remember
a really
her
good
name?
game. Fuck.
Kind of like Aloha.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
But also
or
Ahoy.
something. Aloy. There you go.
So, it's like in the future, it takes place, but
Like 300.
people have gone back to like more like primitive like ways of like living.
Yeah, it's a post-nuclear world, kind of. I think a nuclear
Yeah, sure. And like
apocalypse or something.
machines that are literally just called the machines are kind of running shit, but they're not really like violent. But they start to get a little bit more aggressive.
They're corrupt. Well,
Aggressive.
they act like regular animals.
Yeah.
Like, they will be violent.
Yeah.
Like, there's predators and stuff.
But they're starting to.
But-
From what I researched previously, they all lived in peace, and then for the content of this game, they started to get too aggressive.
Yeah, but I mean, it is still like there are giant,
Yeah.
like basically huge tiger ones that will just attack you anyway.
She's a hunter. She chill. So she was like forced out of her tribe when she was little.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get into the hold on, shit, where did I put that? Into the Nora Brave in like a competition. But then some cultists like murder everyone.
Yeah, including
And like chaos ensues, including who?
her father figure.
Oh damn!
Gets
I
killed.
did not get that. I didn't.
Because, you know.
I might have accidentally glazed over that. I was just kind of getting like the beginning gist.
Yeah. The rising action.
And chaos ensues. So she was already an outcast, then she was like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and then it was like, fuck, they're dead?
Yeah.
What?
And it's assumed that this game is set in, like, the Colorado region.
Yeah.
That kind of area.
One of the reasons that like I enjoy watching it is honestly not even so much for like the story. It's just like it's so beautiful. Like everything, it just like it's so pleasing to just look at.
Yeah, plus, I mean,
Like the details or what like
the style that they went for had never really been done before, or if not, it had been, then it hadn't been done very successfully, of like kind of a tribal, but also technologically advanced.
It's cool.
Like kind of neo cyberpunk,
It's
but
really
also
cool. And you get a strong female protagonist.
Yeah, Aloy's great.
Which,
yeah,
I mean, how frequently would you say that you get, like,
honestly,
that is, like, supposed to be, like, the main, not, like, in somewhere it's like, oh, yeah, this is, like, she's also, like, really cool, but she's not
I think the video games are kind of slept on in that respect, because, like, just now people are freaking out about, like, Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman and shit.
And Lara Croft,
for, like,
when that came out, people were like, oh my god, a movie? I'm gonna go look at the game, but it was like, she been here.
Yeah, I'm saying that video games have had, like, these strong female protagonists for decades now.
Well, that's what I was trying to...
And not, well, strong as in, like, action. I'm talking action hero strong.
But I mean, like, main. It's not about, like, a guy.
Yeah,
and there
it's
just
still,
happens to be
it's
a female.
still rare. It's still rare.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because like Lara Croft, she is it's named after her. This one, Aloy is the main bitch in charge.
In fact,
but I'm like, even though the one Assassin's Creed, it has like the two pirate ladies, Anne and...
Yeah, but neither of them are the main character.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but they're still like super badass and all, but they're not main characters, so I'm saying like, for like
as
main.
the player character.
Yes,
that's
what
I mean. Yeah, but Assassin's Creed has actually been pretty good at that, because they had Evie, Fry, and Syndicate, and then the most recent one,
playing where
Cassandra.
You could choose if you were
Cassandra and Alexios, and Cassandra is considered the canon choice. Of character.
People prefer.
What? No, like that's the canonical.
Oh, okay, nice.
This is who this person really was. But the thing is, like, the DNA is so damaged because it's the furthest back they've ever gone that they don't know the gender, so you just get to pick.
Oh,
that's
cool.
how they explain it in universe. It's really just, we wanted to make this more of an RPG, so this is how we're doing it. It is really fun. I need to get back to that after I finish Red Dead. But I was about to mention Red Dead Redemption 2 is... I really enjoy it.
Sorry, guys. It's like, yeah, it's pretty and all, but to me, it's very boring. I'm sorry.
You just don't know.
I'm bored.
You just don't know.
You can, like, die running into a fucking tree.
Yeah. You can do that in real life, too.
That's just...
I'm just saying, I like the main character choice in Red Dead Redemption 2, but there is another supporting female character who I'm like, it would have made just as much sense, if not more sense.
But they didn't.
To make her the main character. Because she has... a much better drive. It's the character Sadie
last
Adler.
Reason real quick why I like Horizon Zero Dawn for like watching it all is because like it is like a little bit mysterious, since it's like yes, it's the future, but it's not like your average
You don't know
future.
how they got there.
You're just kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, so there's this, but there's that? You hunting, but you got this?
In most post-apocalyptic. Like there's really no technology, at least that the humans
or there
use.
is, but only a select few can get to it.
And it's cool to see how like cults and like religions have sprouted up based around technology.
What I was looking at, there's just like a lot of cults in it.
Yeah.
And from what I could recall. Do. I know, just like from what I could recall. All right, number 5. This one, I think it's the funniest game that like I've watched purely because of the reaction of whoever's playing it, and this is from seeing 3 different people play it. It's Crash Bandicoot,
the Insane Trilogy. Fucking hell.
I have never heard so many people curse so much.
Triggered. While
playing this, and like throw controllers just like down on the ground and have to go get like a water or like something just to like cool off. It is much harder than it looks, I would say.
And there is a technical reason behind that I can go into. Is
some of it side-scrolling, or is it all?
It's a platformer, but it was one of the first 3D platformers. So there are levels that are entirely side-scrolling.
That's what I was thinking.
But there's depth to them, so sometimes you'll be going back and forth.
That's what it was,
But then there are also levels that are completely like from a third-person perspective like, behind him, and you're running
Temple
forward.
Run.
Yeah. But there's actually a technical reason why it was harder than people were remembering, and that's because when they remastered the game, they smoothed out a lot of the edges.
So they took the originals and just made it into this.
Yeah, so in the first game, but they kept the same kind of jump mechanics. So there were some parts that were literally harder because you had to make a longer jump.
It's like really funny.
In the last second.
He's getting a little bit agitated right now, guys. Just a little bit.
Yeah. It was a whole deal, but it's still a really, really fun game. It's now out for the Switch, so it's on every platform now. It was originally PS4 because Crash is a PS4 character, but it's on Xbox One, it's on Switch. I think it's even on PC.
Now this game I have never played, not the original, not the current.
My stomach just rumbled. Sorry, I don't know if that got caught.
So Dan was like super hyped for it, and then he was like playing, and I was like, "You're really angry. Like, are you sure you're excited for this, or what?"
Yeah, I played all 3 games.
It is entertaining because honestly, I know nothing about Crash.
I didn't really either.
What even is he again?
He's a bandicoot. It's in his name.
But what the fuck is a bandicoot?
Bandicoot is a small marsupial.
Wow. Oh, he's supposed to be small?
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen a bandicoot?
No.
Oh, clear. Obviously not if you don't know what they're called. I'll get a cute little picky up.
Anyway, so it is very entertaining because it's like just like a classic video game, but obviously
there's a really good Crash.
Tougher.
2 really good Crash kart racers. There's Crash Tag Team Racing and Crash.
I feel like every like old like Nintendo. Was it originally a Nintendo?
That's
game?
what a bandicoot looks like.
That's so cute.
Look at it. Look at its long nose.
That's really
I think a bandicoot is the thing that's in that meme with the the little animal that's screaming or sometimes singing Phantom of the Opera with a "get a load of that snout."
I don't know that at all.
Oh fuck! You've never seen that
Don't find
before?
it right now. Put your phone away, dear.
Ooh.
Anyway, so I was gonna say, was it a Nintendo game?
No.
Oh,
I said it was a Sony game.
That's what it was.
That's why it was on.
Just like every game that was out at that time had this is like how it goes.
Mascot.
But we're also gonna have a racing one. We're also gonna have this one. We're also gonna have that one. And
there's a whole
where
thing
is that now?
After
now they're just redoing those ones.
Like the success of Mario, everybody wanted to have a mascot. So Sega came out with Sonic, Sony came out with Crash. I think, and don't quote me on this because the PlayStation started as a collaboration.
I'm gonna quote the shit out of you.
Between I know this is true. It started out as a collaboration between Sony and Nintendo. Mm-hmm. And then Nintendo were like, actually, no, we want to go and do our own thing, the Nintendo 64. And Sony were like, okay, well, we've done all this research and development, so we're just going to release
Let's just fucking do it.
So I don't know if this is true, but Crash might have been initially something to do with Mario, but I don't know.
Oh.
But
He could have been in the fam.
Entrenched in Mario.
He could have been in the fam.
Guess who created Crash Bandicoot?
A person.
This was like their first big smash hit.
Is it a company?
Naughty Dog Studios.
You could have let me like have a longer chance. Because I probably could have guessed it.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Do you know
Speaking
what else
of Naughty Dog, number 4.
Jak and Daxter.
Fitting that it's number 4 because it's Uncharted 4.
I was gonna say Jak and Daxter.
What the fuck is that?
That's their other series.
No, Uncharted 4.
Uncharted 4. What's the subtitle on that one?
Oh fuck, I actually don't know.
A Thief's End is what it is.
Cool.
Sad.
I know why it's a thief's end.
Because it's the last game in.
But also the thief thing.
In Drake's story.
Anyway, so May 2016.
Yes.
What up, Nate Drake?
Oh, May
Navy
2016.
boy,
That was
Nathan.
A good time.
Nathan Drake.
A good part of that year.
My friends is Dan's favorite. No, it's not anymore. He was Dan's.
I'm never gonna say
favorite.
I'm not gonna say who my favorite video game character is because that's a
Can
that's
you
a
say
list.
it to me?
No, that's a list that I'm gonna do.
Guys, at some point it definitely was, so he will be on his list.
He's
at
up
some
there?
point. Yeah, I know he is.
But I wouldn't say he's my favorite.
We cosplayed
So
as him and Elena.
that doesn't mean he's my favorite.
Speaking of the voice actress for Elena, I love you. She's from Haven. Everyone just watch the show Haven from Sci-Fi. It's on Netflix. Anywho, so it's the final installment for our boy Nate. There was another game released afterwards, but it was about
The Lost Legacy.
Why can't I think of her name though?
It's about Chloe.
Thank you. I was about to say Elena, and I was like, no, because they're retired.
That game is great. It started out as literally
We're not
just
talking about that game. Okay. So in this one, Nate and Elena have been retired for 15 years, and then his good old pal, Sully.
Yes.
And his brother.
Yes, who we never knew existed.
Sam?
Yes.
Yeah, guys, I remember this without writing it down. I'm sorry, I didn't write it down. Who was in like prison for a while actually. Come and they're like, bro, buddy, we gotta go search for Captain Henry Avery's lost treasure. And Nate is like, I gotta do it one more time. And Elena's like, oh,
he thinks he has to. Well, he has to do it because Sam has to get this treasure, otherwise he's going to be killed by a cartel.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why he's doing it.
That's true. Yeah. So chaos ensues. There's also flashbacks to like when the two were teenagers.
Yeah, they did that in the third game.
And they like stole their mother's belongings that were being like auctioned off after she died.
They have a really sad story. She killed herself.
Yeah, so
they have a sad backstory.
You get a lot of backstory about him in this one. His teen years.
Well, actually, also in this one, you play Crash Bandicoot in the beginning with Elena. So wow, what a big callback.
Anyway,
and did you know that they're making an Uncharted movie that's going to be set before all the games? And do you know who's playing Nathan Drake in it?
Hold on, give me a hint.
Hello.
Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's me, Tom Holland.
Elena won't be in it then?
No.
Wow.
It'll just be him and Sully. But there's this one podcast called The Filthy Casuals, and anytime Uncharted comes up, or specifically Sully, they always go back to this one terrible line he had in the first game when you're walking through the Amazon jungle, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm sweating like a whore in church," and it's just like, oh, fucking hell, that's
Jesus
a little
Christ.
inappropriate.
Anyway, the reason that I love this, and I like all the other Uncharted games, just this is the one that like sticks in my mind.
It's the most cinematic.
Sure.
No doubt.
I was gonna say it's just like overall very Indiana Jonesy. It's adventure-y and it's fun and it's like, ooh, treasure. And out of all of them, that's the only one on my list that is like a treasure hunting one.
Yeah. Well, Crash Bandicoot is.
Okay,
well. He's the little adventurer.
Anyway, anywho. Is he treasure hunting?
Yeah, I guess you could also argue that Donkey Kong and Mario
No,
are
Donkey
both...
Kong, they're trying to get home in that one.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to say that. He just wanted to go home.
But Mario is a little bit of an adventurer.
Mario is, yeah, but he's just looking to save his babes.
Yeah.
So, again, he's not... The mission is
in this
treasure.
One, Nate's looking to save his babes.
His brother?
His brother, yeah.
That's creepy. Because in the other situations when I said his babes, I meant, like, his honey.
In
his sweets.
Mario Odyssey, Cappy's trying to save his sister.
Okay, well, I don't like Cappy, and we already talked about this.
Her name is.
We already talked about this, and I don't like Cappy.
How can you not like Cappy?
Uncharted 4, though, it's great. Though I will say, the protagonist, Nathan, he just has that, like, I'm a video game character look, that they all look the same, just slight differences. Like, we'll add a touch of a beard, we'll change the color of the hair, just a hint, on so many.
It's actually funny you mention it, because he's based off of Johnny Knoxville, his look.
Oh,
like
no.
The faux hawk and everything was Johnny Knoxville.
I honestly
from the first game
didn't even
onward.
think of his hair as having a faux hawk.
Yeah.
Because it's really like
he's got like the, sticky uppy in the front
barely
kind of look to it.
Anywho, do you have him here?
Yes, he's right there. See?
Hi,
he's got a
honey.
sticky uppy in the front.
And he's next to that Leon, right? Right?
Yes, Leon S. Kennedy.
And that guy.
From The Witcher. What's his name?
Witch.
It sounds like
Sorry, guys,
a regular name,
bills.
except like, cool.
Okay, any other hints?
One might call him Jerry as a nickname.
Gerald?
It's Geralt of Rivia.
And then that's Ezio? No.
Yes.
Yeah?
And who's standing next to him?
Gareth. No.
From Mass Effect.
Shit.
Close.
Gargamel.
This is really, really cool for a visual medium.
Isn't Gargamel the villain?
Sorry,
of the
an
Smurfs?
audio medium. No, you were really close with Gareth. You just had a
Garrett?
couple letters wrong. No. He's an alien, so he's not going to have a human name.
Garmith?
No. It's Garrus.
Garrus. See, I knew I was close. That's
Garrus
why.
Vicarian.
And then the other guy, I don't know.
Commander Shepard.
And then we got Batman. Okay, anywho. So, I know that's why I love to watch Uncharted. What do you love to play about it?
The visuals were fantastic.
It
The
is very
voice
pretty.
acting and motion capture
Especially
were all
compared
great.
to like the previous ones that just like
It had Troy Baker and Nolan North as the two leads, and they're two of the best voice actors currently working in video games. They actually have their own YouTube series now where they played terrible old games, and it's really cool to see two voice actors do a YouTube series because
funny.
like they just do voiceovers and like they jump into characters and stuff.
The motion capture.
Yeah. So after The
think
Last of
everyone in that one
Us,
does.
Naughty Dog basically were like, yeah, we're doing motion capture for everything now. Yeah, there's a lot of motion capture in that. There was a big controversy.
Emily Rose. I'm sorry, that's who plays Elena.
There's a big controversy around that because there's a black character in that game, and she was motion captured by a white actress. But I mean, it's
was
like
just the motion
it's a video
capture?
game. No, well, and voice. Her voice was done. But I mean, in video games, everyone plays everyone. Like I've seen
Yeah, I guess.
white actors play.
Vin
Black
Diesel plays a tree.
Yeah. Not in video games.
I'm just saying in voice acting.
Okay. The gameplay was really, really fun. They really expanded on the maps that you were going to in that one, so it felt a lot less linear, felt like you had more control. They added a grapple hook mechanic, which was fun. It's just a really, really solid game, a really solid series, and a nice send-off to one of the greatest video game characters
NakeyJakey.
of the age.
Yeah.
And also, I played all three
And I
of the
thoroughly like all the characters in
Yeah.
it. There's no way that I was like, oh, you bitch.
I replayed all the 3 games before that, like, in the lead up. It was fantastic, and so
I
did
remember.
our good buddy Julie. I lent her my.
Oh yeah, Julie
whatever.
played.
She played through the first 3 in like a couple weeks.
We went to Comic-Con and Dan was Nathan Drake, I was Elena, and Julie was
What's her name?
Chloe.
There you go.
And she went
Chloe
like all
Fisher.
out. I was like, I had like the easiest. I had to put my hair in a ponytail and wear like a denim shirt and green pants. I had no issues with that. You had to get a scarf.
It's not a scarf. It was like a wrap or whatever.
It was a scarf.
I think
You were
it's
wearing
like
a
serape
scarf.
or something.
You were wearing a scarf.
Agree to disagree.
Anyway, so number 3. Released in August 2015.
Fuck, I don't know.
Until Dawn.
Oh. Well, this is the second time this has come up.
Yeah.
Within a couple weeks.
What?
Yeah. Remember I did it?
In what? Oh, your horror video games. Yeah. Okay.
It's a spooky, scary
here's
time.
the reasons for why I like watching it, not playing it. Because even though you could technically say that I played it, but I technically didn't. Because, so, there are many characters that it like switches between, and literally anything can happen. In this game, you could end the game with everyone being alive or everyone being dead. Like, the decisions for each character, like, make a world of difference for both them and for some other characters.
It's literally decisions made in a split second.
Yes. So, one night, Dan suggested, a bunch of friends were over, we, like, planned it, and we played the game.
The whole game, start to finish.
Start to finish, yes.
It's like 8 hours.
And whenever it switched, like, characters, say it went from the character that Hayden Panettiere voiced and also did, like, the motion capture for, to Rami Malek.
Or Brett Dalton.
Or any of the characters, we would, like, switch the controller to whoever was the character. Now, for me, Dan did that. I just told him what decisions to make because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get stressed. I don't want to have to do this, and I wanted to be able to get up, like, if I wanted to and move around. But also, Dan didn't complain. He wanted to. But
you played as Jessica.
Yeah, I played as Jessica, the girl with the braids who gets pulled through a window. Spoiler. But I did survive.
She's like the easiest character to keep alive.
Yeah, I survived. Anyway. But it's so much fun because literally anything can happen. Rami Malek is in it. That's a good point, too.
Yeah, but you barely play as him, which is unfortunate.
Because there's some twists and turns. There's reasons. So it's 18s. They decided to have a little holiday night at a cabin. Specifically, it's 1 year since their two friends, twins.
Rami Malek's sisters.
Disappeared.
After they played a prank on them.
Yeah, it was a mean prank. Specifically on, like, the one.
Yeah.
So they disappeared, and it was 1 year later.
Dalton.
Yeah. So they're at the cabin, and it starts off. This is like the most spoilery, I guess. Like, it starts off like you think it's like non-supernatural. Like, it's just like, oh, there's a person trying to kill us. Like
a slasher.
Yeah, it's like a slasher. But then, like, halfway through, it's suddenly like, wait, what the fuck? There's what in the woods? And it gets. Can I say what it is?
No, keep it a surprise for people who haven't played it.
But yeah, so it really turns the tables on like whoever's playing the game, especially if it's like a first experience, because you go into the game not really knowing like if it's going to be just a slasher or supernatural, which I thought was very entertaining.
Which kind of annoyed me because I really wanted it to just be a slasher.
Yes, but then you had so much fun. Yeah. There are multiple endings that you can get. There's only like one. There's like, it's very specific to get it so everyone's like alive. It's like a very...
Yeah, I actually have not completed the game with everyone alive.
Yeah.
The character...
We were doing really well when the group played, but then our one friend, Avery, I'm looking at you. It
just, like, Avery, messed up on a command and
like her
character died. Yeah.
In, like, literally, like, the last 5 minutes of us playing.
That was me who did that. You? Yeah, I accidentally moved the controller
that
and then
Hayden Panettiere was it. Yeah, you had to, like,
killed.
stay still and,
The character, I think it's Matt, always dies when I play it.
Oh. You just can't stop that. So yeah, and you can also end it with literally everyone dying. What a sad story. So like I said, it's fun to play with the group, but it's fun to just like watch, because at one point like my character wasn't in for like I don't even know how many scenes, because there's kind of like a mystery about what happened to her, and so I was just watching for like a large portion of the game.
Yeah.
And I was able to, and Dan had already played once before, so I knew, like, the story, and it's just fun to watch. It's like watching a horror movie.
Even the chapter titles change based on, like, the choices you make. And then at the end, it'll show you, like, the butterfly of all your decisions and what they led to.
It's a butterfly
if you want to take a look at it.
But it was also just, like, really cool. It also just, like, felt like a movie because the decisions have to be made, like, literally so fast that, like, you barely even, like, there's barely any time spent on that, because you're just, like, oh shit, like, make the decision, something happens, make the decision, something happens. It's scary. Makes you fucking jump.
Yeah, there's that one part in the basement when...
Is it the beginning?
No, it's, like, midway through when two of the characters are walking through the basement and, like... the ghost of the sister just like pops up right in the middle of the screen. Yeah.
There's no
that
real...
was always fantastic.
Also, like, I noticed afterwards, there's no like real character that is just like, you were like, oh my god, they should totally live because they haven't done anything wrong. It's like every character kind of
everyone
is a little bit shitty.
Hayden Panettiere isn't that bad. She doesn't do anything bad.
Wasn't there?
No, she's like the only character.
She just like took a bath like when the power was out and everyone was like, Hayden, no.
Yeah.
And you can't like stop that from happening. But yeah, so I love that game. It is so entertaining. I like scary games more than...
And the thing is, that one, it also has intervals, and it'll ask you questions, and then it'll tailor your play style to that as well. Like, it'll ask you, do you...
Like, are you scared of, like, spiders?
Or scared of, like, scarecrows, or... snakes and spiders, scarecrows, or whatever.
Yeah, like, it is cool that it, like,
smothered or being stabbed.
Yeah, it tailors the game to, like, you. Which is cool. Like it has like the mini like psychologist like cut scenes.
And I'm really excited because Supermassive Games are finally doing another foray into that kind of game
that's cool.
type. Except this one's like set on a boat. And like they announced they're doing it as like an anthology series. Like Until Dawn was the unofficial first, and they're just gonna keep doing like kind of unrelated horror games.
That's cool.
With, you know, a lot of decisions. And there's someone famous in this one too. And
well, this one I knew. I think. Out of like the 8 kind of like main people acting,
a lot of them,
like the actors, I recognized from like at least like 7 of them. Like I was like, yeah, I know what you're from.
Oh, it's called
This girl from Shameless. It's Hayden Panettiere. It's Rami Malek. The one guy is from. The one girl is from Camp Rock. It's Megan something.
I don't know.
It's the bitch in Camp Rock.
They're called The Dark Pictures.
Ooh.
And the next one is called The Man of Medan, or Medan. And there's a famous person in it, and I wanna know who it is.
We don't need to know right now if you think of it later. You ready for number 2?
Hells yeah, boy.
More horror, guys, but not so much story. Dead by Daylight.
Nice. Wow.
June 2016.
Sean Ashmore, sorry.
Who?
Iceman? Sean Ashmore?
Iceman?
Iceman from the X-Men.
Iceman, okay.
There you go.
Who's also in a movie called Frozen.
Yes, but not that Frozen.
Okay. So yeah, Dead by Daylight released June 2016. It is a survival horror game.
Yeah, asymmetric. Well, we also went over this and...
I'm saying what Wikipedia says it is. It is a survival horror game.
Yeah, it's a survival horror asymmetrical multiplayer.
Okay, cool.
Specifically.
So I think I like it because even though there's no real like story to it,
I like it
I like that because you can play online. So like it's entertaining when...
You have to play online.
Oh, sorry. I meant like with friends. Like, guys, I'm tired. It's been a long day. So you play online. And it's fun whether you have like doing it like with your friends or just like random people.
It is much better to play with your friends.
Well, yeah, but like literally every time you're with a different team of people. There's 4 of you. Different like person playing the killer, different killer usually like different in each round, different setting. So it's very much like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, how good is this person? How good are like my teammates? Do my teammates fucking suck?
Yeah.
A lot of the time, Jesus if it's Christ. Random, yeah, you're probably gonna get some shitty people.
Like one time I was playing and it was very clear that it was 3 of us actually playing together, and it was very clear that the 4th person that had been added in that wasn't in like our group
couldn't do shit, or was really good?
Like. They were obviously the same rank as us because they were in the game, but it was clearly someone had given the controller to a friend or something.
Oh, that's sad.
And they were like really, really bad at it.
That's sad.
Like they would always like go to start fixing generators and then stop and then go back. Like they didn't know that you had to hold it down, or like when saving people you have to hold down the buttons and stuff.
Anyway, so makes you jump because obviously it's scary because sometimes like even though so when the killer is getting close to you, you hear the heartbeat and it gets louder.
Not
like,
all the killers though.
But most of the time, and the closer they are, but sometimes like it's still just out of fucking nowhere, like it'll just pop
killers
up.
Like Michael Myers and Jigsaw.
The one that can go invisible.
There are 3 that are invisible now.
Yeah.
All Jigsaw and Michael Myers specifically have really small terror radiuses.
It's not actually Jigsaw though.
She's called the Pig.
Yeah, it's like his apprentice.
Yeah, Amanda from the movies.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
But yeah, so I like it because even if it's Dan playing or I'm watching like Achievement Hunter play it online, because this is the one game that I'm like I will sit there and watch Achievement Hunter play it for like hours because it is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I cheer for both the victims and the murderers because like even if it's Dan playing, if I really like this like murderer and they're not playing like an asshole or something, killer or whatever, then I'm like, fuck, you go bitch, especially if the player has chosen the hag. I love her so much.
Well, they all have backstories as well. Like I love her. You can read them. Like the hags, she was like living in some swamp or something, and then these guys came to like attack her and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And now she's the hag, and like
I love her.
a lot of them are pretty tragic, but it's a lot of cool motive, still murder kind of stuff.
But I love her.
Yeah.
Because she sets her little traps and then she pops up out of fucking nowhere. But yeah, so I find myself often cheering on.
She does a lot of jump scares.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah. But like I said, I find myself cheering on both the victims and the killer, the entity, whatever. So that's always a good time because I never know which one I'm gonna want to win.
It's like that one scene in The Office where Dwight's talking and then Angela shows up next to him. He's like, "Oh fuck!" Like that's what it's like with the killer.
It's very entertaining, and no matter how many times like you watch it or like see someone play,
it's different every time.
Still, you like fucking just jump sometimes because it's like, oh my god, where the fuck did they come from? Like, what the fuck is happening? And our friend Avery also likes to watch it too, and we have a good time just getting scared. Is that like a weird thing to be like, oh my god, I have so much fun being scared?
No.
In like that situation.
That's what people like horror movies, man.
Yeah. It's like a horror movie, except you don't have to really understand the story or what's going on. You just know, run, get out, and escape.
Fix them generators.
Yeah.
Get to the escape doors or the escape hatch.
The downside that I will say, even though I haven't really been saying downsides, this one does have a downside. You can get an asshole killer who will just hang around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you get hung on like a hook to be sacrificed in this game.
Sorry, face camping, just to define, is in this game when you get caught by the hook, caught by the killer,
and
he puts you on a hook, or she puts you on a hook. The idea is that they can stay in the general vicinity, but to give other players a chance, and also
because you can rescue.
Yeah, you can rescue players. Face camping is a term that's meant that the killer just stays face to face with you, but it's usually to their own detriment because the other
just fixing
the other survivors are fixing all the generators, and also they just added that you lose points as a killer based on your proximity to your hooked survivors. Yeah,
but before it was just like you're being a douche. That's all.
Yeah, it completely just destroys.
I would say
it's
like the one downside, because you do get those assholes every now and then that are like, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna watch this person die, and
because
hopefully one of you will come rescue them.
Not only is it like you can't rescue them, but also there's really no suspense for the other players.
Really
They're
boring.
just like, okay, we're fixing all these generators, bye. That is the biggest gripe I have with that game, are face campers.
Yeah, but other than that, it's a great time to watch. I've never even attempted playing because I just don't want to, because I don't need that much stress in my life. And number one, Dan, you can probably guess what it is. June 2013.
Specifically June 14th, 2013?
I don't know.
The Last of Us?
I don't know. Yes, of course. It's a survival game.
Horror.
What?
Survival horror.
Oh, it just kind of had itself listed as a survival game on there.
Oh.
I guess horror aspects, but it's more about...
It's pretty horrific.
Yeah, I guess
But the real villains are the humans.
Wait, oh my god.
Were you really going to be that douchey?
No, I was going to say both the zombie clickers and the humans make for great antagonists.
Yes.
Because...
Well, not all the zombies are clickers.
Yes, I know. That's why I did like zombie/clickers.
There's runners, clickers.
I just like the clickers
bloaters or something.
Oh my god, I love the big boy clickers.
Like rammers or whatever.
But anyway, so it's a survival game. Watching this, I think Dan played it maybe like 2 times for a little bit without me like watching it, so I got to see like the full on, like just like the entire game, complete story.
Like all 40 hours?
Yeah. I was at your house a lot that summer.
True. True. You know it.
Calm down.
Yeah.
And then we went to... Calm down, please, honey. Please. You get very attached to both Ellie and Joel, the 2 main characters, though you play as Joel mostly.
Primarily.
Yes, primarily. Occasionally as Ellie, but like in the new game, you will probably be playing as her like a shit ton.
But then there are also other characters like Tess.
Yeah, but
the 2 brothers that you run into.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. But I'm saying like the 2 main people that like the game is about.
The central characters.
Joel and Ellie, who was not based off of Ellen Page, okay?
She's based off the freaking diner what waitress from the Avengers, because that's the actress who plays Ellie, is that one waitress that's like weirdly focused on a lot in the Avengers. She plays Ellie.
That's really funny.
The first Avengers movie.
Anyway, but it's, like I said, it's an awesome team to root for the entire time. It takes place in a not-so-distant future.
I think it's supposed to be...
It's only like
Outbreak Day, quote, was, I think, your birthday, 2017, because you and Joel share the same birthday.
Yes.
His birthday is September 26th.
So not-too-distant future, where... Obviously, there was like a virus, a sickness that broke out. People started...
And it's 20 years after that.
Yeah, people started to... fucking eat people and shit like that.
I don't know if they eat people. I think they just kill them and infect them, and the infection kills you. Yeah.
There's a bite, but
kind of like the rage zombies from 28 Days Later. Like, they're not trying to eat anybody.
But it is a bite. It's not just like apart.
And scratches.
Yeah,
like
but
Ellie's infection is a scratch.
But but which also begs the question if that's why she was she immune because she only got scratched, or do you think she got full on bite?
I think the
whole thing is that
immune.
Anyway, so it's years later. Joel is tasked with getting Ellie
because he's a smuggler.
Safety. Yes, he's a smuggler, getting her to safety because she has been scratched and she is apparently immune. She did not turn. Nothing happened to her.
She is immune.
I'm saying, like, you don't know for sure, like, at first until, like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're not, like, positive. Like, because you don't really... Because for a while...
By.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for a while, you don't know why they're, like, so intent on getting this girl to, like, specific people.
And the cool thing is the whole game is set over the course of a year.
Yeah, it isn't revealed until they meet a pair of brothers, and one of the brothers has been bitten. And then she, like, shows him hers, and is like... But I'm fine. Maybe you will be too. Not the story, guys.
Not the case. But she did.
It is visually beautiful. There is one particular scene and like moment that happens in it where they're on a rooftop and a giraffe is just kind of like wandering like by, and it just like it looks so like gorgeous. Not just the giraffe looks gorgeous. Everything's gorgeous. But yeah, the giraffe.
The whole scene. It's
just like it's just like a very like beautiful scene. Like even like the like ones like creepy like underground, like still everything like looks like amazing like detail wise.
That's one thing that Naughty Dog is very good at is sets and set
details
dressing.
Are just gorge.
Like because in Uncharted, like everything looks so amazing.
Yeah.
But that moment with the giraffe is truly, it's fantastic. That's like one of those moments where you kind of step back and you're like...
It's like the sun is setting and it's just like...
Wow, this is more than just a video game, I think.
Oh God, are you okay?
No. I can't wait for the next one.
It's not just my video game. It's my best friend. The
video game awards are this Thursday, and Sony just announced they're not doing anything for The Last of Us 2 there.
Oh my God, I was so hyped when that trailer came out.
There's a rumor that Square Enix's Avengers game will get some coverage because they announced it 2 years ago, I feel.
Also, Ellie's gay.
And if Fortnite wins Game of the Year... I'm sorry, but the show's over because I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Yeah, sorry guys, Fortnite wasn't on the list. I'm so sorry.
Where we dropping, boys? V-Bucks.
But anywho,
attention, all
game
Fortnite
was just
gamers.
so beautiful. It was like watching the longest movie of my life, but I loved every second of it.
Like a TV show,
I was
maybe.
Hooked. The second his daughter Sarah got murdered in the... That's not a spoiler because it happens in the first
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
And the game does a very good job.
And every like playthrough that like people are like, here, we want you to like try this game a lot. They play like the first sequence.
I remember there's a video of Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg playing the opening.
And they're like, that is fucked up, man.
But they do a very good job of that opening scene.
And there's no way to stop her from dying, guys. So if you haven't played it and you decide to play it...
It's not that kind of game where there's like decision trees.
I'm so sorry, but she dead.
But there's a lot of like elements as to why her death works so well, even though it only happens about 15 minutes in, because she's the first character that you play as, so it kind of endears you to her. It's kind of like a bit of like
really fucked up
Alfred
Seth
Hitchcock
Rogen
Psycho bait and switch kind of deal.
Because you think that you're going to be...
Yeah, you don't start playing.
It's not like but Ellie's the one like on the cover with. Joel.
Yeah, you don't start playing as Joel until the truck crashes, and then it switches to Joel.
Because she can't drive.
Yeah, but that's a fun.
And you don't play as his cousin.
Brother. That's his brother. His brother ends up like fucking Rick Grimes, like he's like the leader of a peaceful settlement that live in a dam.
Yeah, wild, right? But yeah, so that's my list of video games that I enjoy watching. Basically,
best watchable
movies.
Video games.
Yeah.
I agree with your list. I would have put The Witcher 3 on there because
I've never watched you play that. Actually, I've never watched anybody play it. And guys, most of these I am obviously, since I live with Dan, most of the time it's him that I've seen like playing it. So I don't know. Maybe Dan just plays them certain ways. If somebody else played it, maybe I would have been like, "Oh, they're so much better."
And the thing is, a good story doesn't mean it's fun to watch, because the Mass Effect series has a really good story. But
as I've said, also you're playing Red Dead Redemption 2. The story sounds great to me, but it doesn't mean that I want to watch it.
I was going to say the Mass Effect games have a fantastic story, but I've never enjoyed watching someone else play those games. Yeah, just because it's like, oh god, like it can be really slow when you're not the one playing. Do you want to sit there and watch me play WarioWare on my DS? I don't fucking think so. But I have a great time playing it, and the story is very fun because there is a story, believe it or not. Oh wait, you forgot one.
Oh god.
And our man Todd Howard from Bethesda would be very upset if we didn't mention Skyrim.
He's just that meme guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Skyrim.
What's Oh wait, guys, I have another honorable mention just from childhood, because my brother would let me think that I was playing. Eventually, he did let me play, but he would let me think that I was playing,
Halo
so I was
2?
Very intrigued. Yes, Halo.
Fuck yeah. Halo
I like always was like, I'm so amazing at this. Meanwhile, like, I'm like 5 and my brother's 15, and it's like, yeah, you're doing so great. Just don't look at the light on your controller.
That's like the Plato's allegory of the cave.
What?
Well, you know, like the thing where there's people living in a cave down here, and they see shadows on the walls, and they're entertained by that. But if they got up and turned around, they would see people making shadows with a fire. And if you climb behind those people, you climb out of the cave, you come into enlightenment, you come into truth, basically. Like it's that classic like philosophical idea that like everything, like the Matrix is like an allegory of the cave.
You know that I've never seen the Matrix.
People living in a fake world, and then they're woken up. They're red pilled.
I wasn't angry like when
we live in a society.
That's what the red pill does?
Yeah, I mean that's where the whole
Guys, I've literally never seen the Matrix. I'm not a fan of memories.
If you take the blue pill, you'll wake up in your bed thinking this was all a nice dream. But if you take the red pill, you'll go further down the rabbit hole.
I want the blue pill. I just want to chill.
Well, that's one of the things. One of the villains of that movie, I'm not going to spoil who, because, well, it's The Matrix. Okay, it came out like 20 years ago now. I can't even remember his name. That's why.
It's the actor.
He regrets not taking the blue pill, and he was told by the agents who work for the machines, who are the bad guys, that if he like betrays everyone else and helps them, then they'll just like they'll send it back, and he won't remember any of it, and he'll just live in the fake world.
Okay, I get him. I've never seen it, but guys,
he kills a lot of people.
Guess whose side I'm on now?
Don't be.
But yeah, so again, you guys might not agree, and that's totally fine. You might have other games that are like, oh, you should try like watching somebody like play this or something, which is, it's like a weird concept being like, yeah, I like watching somebody else play video games, but it's more because I just like the story, but I don't necessarily need to be the one controlling it.
Yeah.
Because I get tense enough watching them. I can't imagine having to make the decisions. I'd probably just cry.
Well, it's not like they're permanent.
Yes, they are. And Until Dawn, they're permanent.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still all fake.
No, it's not. It's real.
Well, I'm excited because this month the new season of
yeah, wait, do you guys like my first December list? Isn't it so holiday-ish?
Oh yeah. Well, I was going to say this month the next season of We Live in a Society, but not only that, Society is also a phone, aka Black Mirror, comes out, and one of the episodes that they're going to have
I've seen very few episodes.
Is going to be interactive. So it's like a choose your own adventure.
I've seen 3 episodes.
What episodes have you seen? You saw Nosedive, the one with
Nosedive with
Bryce Dallas Howard,
which was great. I saw
San Junipero.
Oh shit, I've seen 4 of them. San Junipero.
See the one with the evil bees? That one's not that good.
No, I saw one. It was first season. It had Bronn from Game of Thrones.
That's not the first. That's the second season. Oh fuck, that one's
where like it's like blackmail to blackmail to blackmail to blackmail, and then it's like, fucked. Oh my god, when you find out the ending, you're like, oh my god, I was rooting for you.
Oh yeah, that's what Black Mirror does. It tells you. That's why I can't wait for the interactive episode to find out that
But the best part was like at like the end, like no matter what, everyone's secrets got revealed anyway, and I was like, and they literally just used like the troll face.
I can't wait to find out that I'm not only Hitler, but I'm also a pedophile at the same time at the end of the interactive episode.
Oh God, you didn't find out what the final episode that I watched was. You made me watch it. And then I was happy that I did.
Oh, that was a good one. Hang the DJ.
Yeah, because it had somebody from Skins in it, and I hated him in Skins. Series 3.
He's also in the green room.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. It was Generation 3, Series 6. He was in the green room? Oh, yeah, he was. But yeah, Hang the DJ was probably, like, the most, like... I, like, when, like... usually, like, episodes, I'm, like...
Nowadays...
The ones that I've seen, I, like, leave it, and I'm like, oh my god, thank god the 2 that I have seen, like, out of the 4 that I've seen were both kind of, like, the feel-good ones.
Episodes. Now, they seem to do that now. At least one season, every season will have, like, at least one happy episode. The most recent one had 2.
Because San...
Junipero,
that, like, it left you feeling, like, pretty, like, feel good, because it was
also
like,
I've seen it pointed out by others, specifically Nick Mason on the Weekly Planet, that one is actually kind of a bit of a scary ending, because although they're happy now, they are technically stuck in there forever.
Yeah.
So
I know, it's still fucked up, but, like, I mean, at least it ended on a happy note. We don't know what will happen afterwards. And then Hang the DJ, I, like, literally, I think me and our friend Kaylee watched it together, and we were both like, what?
Yeah, and that
what in the fuck?
And that one, Society literally was a phone.
It was.
But it's cool to see, like, that representation of a code running.
It was, it's like, really people cool.
And stuff. My favorite episode is probably
Tinder on
Test,
drugs.
The one that has Kurt Russell's son in it, and he's doing, like, crazy VR.
I didn't like that one.
So you've seen that one too?
Bits of it, and then I left the room
there was, like,
because I didn't
weird
like
spider thing.
No, it was like he kept trying to, like, call his mom or something, or, like, she was calling it. Oh my god,
that's a whole thing.
But I love him. Oh my god, what is his first name?
This is devolved into Black Mirror talk.
Guys, I'm so sorry. What the fuck is his name?
Kurt Russell's son, Kurt Russell
Kate
Jr.
Hudson's, like, step brother.
Anywho, this episode,
Wyatt
Russell, yeah.
And he's the one in 22 Jump Street with you just gotta punch through.
He's Zook.
Zook, yeah. All right, guys, sorry.
And so the past, like, 10 minutes we haven't been talking about anything. So the rest of the episodes this month, so next
will
episode
be holiday themed.
Before Christmas at least. So next episode, which will be coming out a week from today, that's the day that this released.
Christmas.
Well, we do. It will be top 10 Christmas specials on TV shows. I will be covering that one. And then the week before, December 19th, the week before Christmas, we're going to switch things up because Jess and I are both going to be bringing our own lists. So this one we're doing
5 each, though.
The top... Our top 5 Christmas movies, as well as a surprise guest at that point. So look out for that one.
Oh god, I completely forgot. Guys, I'm so sorry.
I just mouthed it to Jess. I don't know if you guys could hear it. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that.
I'm so sorry about that noise that I just made. And then the next week, hopefully, since people will be home for the holidays, we might be able to do another
big group episode. That was fun. And that one,
if you enjoyed it or think that it was way too loud and we need less people, let us know.
And that one will be on the top 10 movies of 2017, unless there's...
I'm sorry, of when?
2018, sorry.
There you go, honey.
Unless there's a movie that comes out... like a movie worth watching that comes out after that, in which case I'll postpone it a week, and I don't know what I'll do that week. I might do Black Mirror episodes to celebrate the new season or something, or we might take a week off because it's Christmas.
I'm probably gonna want to take a week off. Even if I'm not writing the list, I might not. I'm just gonna want to.
Either way, after the Christmas episodes, my first couple episodes will be top 10 movies of 2018, then top 10 video games of 2018. Yeah. So look forward to those.
But
thank you for listening to this episode. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, where we are 10 for 10 Podcasts. Follow us on Twitter at 10 for 10 Pod. Sorry. Be sure to follow us and like us on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean. Be sure to leave us a review, a nice one on iTunes, because that really helps with the algorithm on there. We actually have another review that we forgot to mention from a user named, I don't know this person, Kylie MC. It's fucking weirdo.
You were alone.
So thank you for that. And if you leave a review, we will be sure to give you a shout out, which I know means a lot to you.
So much.
Thank you for listening to this episode.
Love you.
We are
if you're listening to this at night, good night. I love you. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Your support means everything. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a family member. Download a podcasting listening thing on their device and subscribe to us on it. And make sure they listen to all of our new episodes because that's the best way to get us out there. So thank you again for listening to this episode. Love you. Goodbye. Happy Hanukkah, by the way.
This podcast is part of the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/Shrimp Queen Network to see more great podcasts.
Hear them.
Hear more great podcasts.
Good job.
Thanks for listening.